support tools, migration support. We do have the tools in Control Hub. So we can do manage users, we have bulk support, we have APIs, and we have these migration tools here, these guys down here, right? In the Control Hub migration tools, there's a bunch of tools that we can look at. We have the Jabber migration. We have migrate calling from on-prem UCM to WebEx Cloud. So this tool allows you to switch workloads from messaging and calling over. We have the phone migration tool. The most important one that I want to focus on is this one, the calling migration tool. It's launched from Control Hub. Again, it uses this config export and then does some data validation. It looks at numbers, users, device associations, identifies compatible devices, and it allows you to define batches of users that you want to move over, right? And as you kick off a migration task, this will hit internal APIs directly. It's not batch-based, so you don't have to do bulk provisioning of stuff. It immediately bulk provisions this stuff in the background. We also have migrate features from UCM. We made this recently, actually made this available down here. Before, this tool actually existed for quite some time before, but we, for some weird reason or another, we made every effort to hide it from you guys, so you would never find it. And we hid it in the bulk provisioning options of hunt groups and whatever. Anyways, it's now available down here. What this does is, it's also based on the config export. And this even enables you to configure bulk, migrate device layouts, speed dials, call parks. You can bulk provision, bulk migrate call queues, hunt groups, call forwarding settings, and even auto attendance. The auto attendant part is based on a Unity connection call handler export. Because keep in mind, UCM never had auto attendance. You abused Unity connection for it, right? Now we have a native functionality in WebEx calling multi-tenant. This tool generates a zip file. When you start it, you can unzip this thing. In there, you find a bunch of files for each aspect of this migration tool. You can review these files. You can fix the issues listed in there. And then once you're done, you upload this file again, click Start Provisioning, and then the provisioning of call queues, device settings, and hunt groups kicks off. All right. And finally, I want to mention two migration tools, third-party migration tools, that I think are really worth looking into. One is Wrangler from a company YarnLab. They recently got acquired, but I still use their old name here. This guy integrates directly with an existing UCM using Excel. They pull configuration, they do data normalization, transformation, and they can do all the stuff that I mentioned earlier, the identification of groups, device migration, they can do migration of features and all these things. And that's also true for these guys. And I think both of them, Wrangler and this Tuki migration tool, they both have their pros and cons. But to be honest, looking at the existing market, I think these two tools are the most flexible one and most comprehensive ones when it comes to migrations from UCM to WebEx calling multi-tenant. There are other companies that are heavily invested in that area as well. Kermi, by the way, Kermi, these are ones that acquired YarnLab recently. We have VOS, we have MIT, Acadian. All these names are worth looking into, but I highly recommend these other two companies. Comparing these migration options, again, for your reference, you can see the third-party ones are the ones that have the are easiest to use and probably offer the most speed.